Welcome to the first lesson in creating your very own constructed language, or Conlang. In this lesson, we'll focus on a foundational aspect of your language, its sounds. Specifically, we'll explore the International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, and pulmonic consonants, which are essential to shaping how your language will sound. What is the IPA? The International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, is a standardized system for representing the sounds of spoken language. Each symbol in the IPA corresponds to a specific sound, called a phoneme. Linguists and conlangers use the IPA to document and design languages because it provides a universal way to describe pronunciation without relying on any one language's spelling system. For example, the sound in English, as in pat, is represented by the IPA symbol P. The sound sh, as in sh in ship, is represented by the IPA symbol. In this lesson, we'll focus on pulmonic consonants, which are produced by air flowing out from the lungs. Pulmonic consonants, the basics. Consonants are categorized based on three key features. Place of articulation, where in the vocal tract the sound is produced, e.g., lips, teeth, palate. Manner of articulation, how the airflow is manipulated to produce the sound, e.g., stopped, fricated. Voicing, whether the vocal cords vibrate during the sound's production, voiced, or not, voiceless. Let's look at the IPA chart for pulmonic consonants to understand this better. IPA pulmonic consonants chart. Here's a simplified version of the IPA pulmonic consonants. Building a consonant inventory. Step 1. Choose your consonants. Your Conlang doesn't need to use all the sounds in the IPA. You can pick a subset of pulmonic consonants to define how your language sounds. Here are a few tips. Start small. Begin with 10 to 15 consonants. As you develop your Conlang, you can add more if needed. Think about uniqueness. Decide if you want your language to sound familiar, like a natural language, or exotic. Exotic languages might include less common sounds like or. Balance simplicity and variety. Having only P, T, K, M, and might sound too plain. Adding a few fricatives like S or F can make it more interesting. Example consonant inventory. Here's an example of a simple consonant inventory for a Conlang. Stops. P, T, K, B, D, G. Fricatives. S, F, V. Nasals. M, N. Approximates. W, L. Step 2. Test your sounds. Pronounce each sound aloud. Practice switching between voiced and voiceless sounds. Voiceless. P, T, K, S. Voiced. B, D, G, Z. Think about how these sounds might combine to form words in your Conlang. Expanding the basics. While the focus of this lesson is on pulmonic consonants, it's worth noting that there are other types of consonants and sound-producing mechanisms in the IPA, such as clicks, implosives, and ejectives. You can experiment with these if you want to create a more complex or exotic language. For example, clicks. Found in languages like Xhosa and Zulu, clicks include sounds like and. Ejectives. Produced by pushing air out with the glottis, ejectives are marked with an apostrophe, e.g., K. Implosives. Created by sucking air inward, implosives include sounds like B and D. You don't need to include these now, but keep them in mind as possibilities for future lessons. Practice exercise. Create a consonant chart for your language. Fill in a table like this with the consonants you want to include in your Conlang. Write sample words. Combine your consonants with placeholder vowels, e.g., A, I, U, to form words. For example, pada, word. Naku, tree. Misu, water. Record yourself. Try saying these words aloud. This helps you get a feel for how your Conlang sounds. Experiment with sound combinations. Play with consonant clusters, e.g., PL, TR, SK, or unusual placements, like ending a word with t or ng. Next steps. In the next lesson, we'll explore vowels and learn how to combine consonants and vowels into syllables. We'll also start thinking about the phonotactics, the rules for how sounds combine, of your language. Additionally, we'll discuss how tone and stress can add further depth to your Conlang. By the end of the series, you'll have a fully functional Conlang that reflects your creativity and vision. Happy Conlanging!